Good afternoon, friends. I'm Dr. Prasanna Gadre, sexologist from Kothur area, Pune. Today, I was talking with one of the very famous druggist and pharmacist in our area, who really does ethical practice, and he doesn't prescribe any medicine to any person without doctor's prescription. So I asked him directly something like a market survey that how many males come to you asking for drugs which would increase the erection of penis, okay, for tight, strong ram horn penile erections. And he said that on an average, one or two males people come to him every day without any doctor's prescription and demand for the drugs which will cause more increase in erection of the penis while having sex. So that comes to almost 30 to 60 per month, and out of those people, 60% are individuals who are 40 plus, and 40% are youngsters. Now, the question is why people are going to a druggist without any doctor's prescription, without going to a sexologist and demanding for such drugs, isn't it? So I analyzed, I contemplated for 27 years of practice. I had seen certain patients, and thanks a lot that in the history, I'd asked them, I usually ask them why they are doing what they are doing and why they are coming to me. What is the purpose of getting counsel, and whatever they are doing in their sexual life, why they are doing so. So I have found 5 or 6 reasons. First reason is that people see, we are living in the age of, after the 1990, in the age of postmodernism, liberalism, and individualism. Okay, so this is an era of I, me, myself. Okay, myself and myself. Okay, my selfies, DPs, my photos which I post on FB and Instagram, on this and that group, and on WhatsApp, and so on and so forth. And I have a self talk that I can do anything. It's an individualism. मेरा हक है, मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. तो all this कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, which is applicable to personal and social life, is also applicable to sexual life. After the 1990, you can see that so many what I can say, flavors of ice cream are available. So many cars of different makes are available. So many brands of so many materialistic things and consumer products are available. And so also so many sexual partners are now available. So many degrees of education are available. That availability of choice of multiple alternatives is there in each and every field. So then why should not I execute that? So I can have even more, the more freedom, more number of partners, more sex, and I have a right to use penile enhancement medicines, okay, either of the length, which actually never exist. Okay, so marketing लोगों को उल्लू बनाता है in one way. Of course, not the pharmacist with whom I spoke, because he is very ethical, and they ask for erection enhancement or erection assisting drugs. Okay. Second reason is that, see, initially before 1990, the age of sexual awakening, where a girl used to get her MC, and growth of her nipples and breast, which we call as a thelarche. The initial one of MC is called menarche. Then growth of hair on pubic area in boys and girls, which we call as pubarche, and the nocturnal spontaneous emission or ejaculation of semen, which we call as a spermarche, between the age 8 to 12. And the average age for getting married for women from a completely rural area to urban area was something around 14 to 21, average 18. So now what used to happen, that by the age of 12, 13, 14, the teenager or a youngster was sexually awakened, and a partner was immediately available to her or him, and the sexual needs were satisfied. Now what has happened, that all this sexual awakening or sexual birth of a person, that is appearance of MC and nocturnal spontaneous emissions and pubic hair growth and breast, happens at the age of 8, 9 or 10. and what and the age of getting married is on an average 29 to 32. So now what has happened right from the age, see, at the age of 9 there is sexual awakening, and at the age of 29 there is an average age of marriage, so there is a hiatus or a void of 20 years. So youngsters come to me asking and saying that, see doctor साहब, ये 20 बरस में हमारा जो लिबिडो है, सेक्सुअल डिजायर है, सेक्सुअल हंगर, सेक्सुअल थर्स्ट, उसका हम क्या करें? अंदर से तो ये वासना तो आना ये बहुत नेचुरल है ना, and we are not having official partner now because we are not getting married early. So it's really a valid and rational question. So that is a reason number 2. Now other reasons are the myths. The first myth is that unfortunately what has happened is that males equate their self-esteem, their strength, their endurance, their power, then their virility, chauvinism and chivalry with the length of their penis. ओके, जितना ज्यादा पेनिस है उतना उनकी पावर ज्यादा है. ये मिथ है, ये सच्चाई नहीं है. And they also equate their sexual prowess and power with the amount of erection they get, the degree, the tightness, okay, the strength of the erection, how many ejaculations they would be getting in a one night or with one partner, how much amount of semen they will throw, and how many partners they would have sex with. Okay, so that is the irrational equation and definition in their mind. So they feel that they want to increase the overall maleness and their purushartha by increasing the length of the penis, either the flaccid non-excited or excited erect penis. So that's the reason third, that they happen to go to fetch such kind of drugs. Another reason is that the comparison mode के ऊपर चले जाते हैं. There was one ad ना, भला उसकी कमीज मेरे कमीज से ज्यादा सफेद कैसी. So as Karen Horney has said, penis envy is there. भला उसका लिंग या उसका पेनिस मेरे पेनिस से ज्यादा बड़ा या लंबा कैसा या हार्ड कैसा. So they feel bitter. Okay, and fourth reason. Fifth is that they feel that I am a sex warrior with a weapon of penis, but the regards that penis is that the deep down I penetrate. If I have a long penis, then I can penetrate deep down. The deep down I can penetrate the Mariana Trench of the vaginas in the Pacific Ocean of the sex. The more amount of gems and ornaments and jewels of pleasures, the ratnas, okay, Navratnas या 14 ratnas of pleasure is what I can derive for me and my partner. Okay, and number games up, how many partners and erections and ejaculations and semens and the depth and length. Okay, and finally they also feel the last reason is that I want to seduce, allure, satisfy, entice, convince my girlfriend with my penile abilities and competencies so that I can have more hookups with her, and if I am not there with her in a bed, then she should have hiccups. So these are the reasons. For the 40% of youngsters, the 60% of the youngsters are extramarital sex has increased. Okay, and maybe this time let us not go in the details, we will see afterwards if possible. But what happens with these aging people, that they start losing up the erection again because of the aging process, atherosclerosis, that is a block in the penile vessel. And whether the person is young or old, because of the consumption of the tobacco, hookah, then cigarettes, that is a smoking, late nights, bad lifestyles, improper kind of dinner, lack of proper nourishment to the body, alcohol, the helpings and the touchings and the chaknas and whatnot, and the high junk food, high consumption, and the fat and the oil in it. Those are the reasons why they don't get the erection. Now see, and of course blood pressure and diabetes. So now see that when a person comes loaded with all these social myths and belief systems and all the diseases which and the vices which I have told you, then there are three things. First is that because of the myth, he is not getting the erectile, okay, he is not getting proper erection, okay, and of course stress and performance anxiety in general can also cause that. So he is not getting it, and he is not treating the original cause. Okay, number one. If he is treating the original cause, then friends, there are certain antihypertensive, that the blood pressure acting drugs, which also work on the blood system, circulatory system, and heart system, which can dangerously combine with the erectile enhancing drug and can cause morbid and a fatal and a mortal effects. Okay. Um, Mortality would be increased, things from sweating and palpitation, and they get shots in their eyes and the brains, and even they can have death because of the cardiac malfunctioning and cerebrovascular event. So that is really, really dangerous, isn't it? And they get victimized and they are not treating their original problem, isn't it? So friends, I will like to tell you that if the first thing is that please remove the myth from your mind, okay? Then if you are having really a problem, then go to a sexologist and physician and get the problem sorted out, get the diagnosis, why this is being there, please get it treated properly, go to a sex therapist, go to a sex counselor and treat the problem, and see to it that you don't go on antihypertensive drugs, okay, by lifestyle management. And if you are going okay with an antihypertensive drug where you are already taking, then ask your doctor that should you take erectile enhancement drug. So please do that. I can understand that you want to live your life okay with the erect penis. मराठीमध्ये म्हटलं जातं ना की ताठ मानेने, ताठ कॉलरने आणि ताठ शिस्नाने जगावं. जरूर जगा, पण जरा जपून हो, या गोष्टीची काळजी घ्या ना. प्लीज लव्ह अँड रिस्पेक्ट युअर हार्ट, ब्रेन अँड पेनिस. Else what will happen is that if you on your own go to the druggist to fix your erection ambitions and erection problems, then you would be really, really in a fix. So the moral of the story is that please do not go to a pharmacist without a doctor prescription and abuse your own body and abuse your penis and the sexual system and abuse the drug. Okay, take care. Wish you a very happy, a healthy, a long sexual life with a long, long, long penis. Okay, so that as regards you, maybe after a few years in the future, your grandsons and great grandsons should tell, long, long ago, I had a great grandparent or a grandfather, okay, or a grandfather or a great grandfather who had a very long, long, long penis without taking any drugs. Enjoy.